Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, Your Stars Align. I'm Carmina, I'm an astrologer and card reader, and today is Monday, right? And here on this channel, on Mondays we have a series of videos where we talk about the more technical, nitty-gritty aspects of astrology. And we like to talk about exceptions. Like a lot of channels have general rules and stuff like that. I like to look at exceptions. So today we're going to talk about a topic that's probably familiar to you, even if you're at a more beginner level in astrology. I'm sure you've heard about debilitation, right? So debilitation is one of the planetary dignities where the planet is feeling the worst, right? So what does that mean exactly for a person? Well, it means that they don't know how to activate that planet. They don't know how to behave in a healthy way with that planet, right? And that's, of course, the result of some past karma with the activities or the people or the actions that are connected to that planet, right? So, yeah. Um, so keep in mind, if you have a debilitated planet in your chart, it's not the end of the world, and what you can do is to study that planet to try to understand what it wants from you, because it's debilitated planet is like a red exclamation mark, right? It's here I am, look at me, try to, I don't know, help me behave in a better manner, because I don't know how, right? A couple of months ago, I think, I posted a video, I'll link it here, about the remedials for bad Venus, and there I talk more extensively on the ways in which you can change your behavior, you can adapt your behavior to help a debilitated planet, right? Or a planet in an enemy sign. Okay, so let's run through the planets and each of their signs of debilitations. For the Sun, it's Libra. It makes sense because when the Sun enters Libra is the autumn equinox, so the Sun starts to, go down in intensity in the northern hemisphere. Then for the Moon, it's Scorpio. It makes sense if we think that what region of our body Scorpio rules, and that the moon contain the mind is the moon, right? So if we have our mind in the gutter, then just kidding, I'm kidding half. Okay, so the moon's debilitation is Scorpio, first 3 degrees, and then Mars's debilitation is Cancer, um, and then Mercury's debilitation is the first 15 degrees of Pisces, and then Jupiter's debilitation is the whole sign of Capricorn. For Venus is the sign of Virgo, and for Saturn it's the sign of Aries, right? Because Aries is all about being active, and Saturn's natural state is a more idle state, so that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna present to you three circumstances, three instances where these planets in debilitation can still prove auspicious in your chart. The first one, right? Okay, so you have a debilitated planet. The first thing to do is you can check the influences of other planets to it, especially the debilitated planet's friends, right? So if you have Jupiter with that planet, or because Jupiter is so nice and he delights all the planets he joins, even if he gets starved in return or agitated sometimes. So if that debilitated planet is with Jupiter, or if it gets aspects from a friend, a really nice supportive aspect, that's great, because those things or those people represented by the helping planet will be supportive in your life, right? And also for two of the planets, they are lucky enough to be debilitated in a friend sign, right? So this state does not affect them so harshly as it would other planets. So Venus is debilitated in Virgo, right? So what does that mean? When we see like a debilitated Venus, we think about, okay, trouble with relationships, trouble with making practical decisions, trouble with getting out of bad situations, and yeah, that can happen, of course. But since Venus is debilitated in a friend sign, it doesn't feel so bad and so miserable, right? So it still has some comfort. For instance, a person is miserable at work or in a situation, but then instead of like working on the situation as they should, they kind of find a hobby. I don't know, they lock themselves in the bathroom and play a game on their phone. That's like because Mercury is game. So yeah, when a planet is debilitated, the ideal thing to do is like to see what that planet wants from us, how it's affecting our lives, and how we can like change our behavior so we emulate an exalted version of that planet, right? So we have to try. That's why we're here on Earth. We're here to try. Okay, it's our training ground. And okay, so the next planet that is debilitated in a friend sign is Mars. You know, Mars is all about a person's drive, about a person's energy, their capacity to strategize and to get things done. When Mars is in Cancer, the person gets more mellow, right? So people say that these people who have um, Mars in Cancer are easier to get along with, right? Because they're more mellow. Of course, that we have to take into account other factors as well, right? So yeah, if you get a planet who's debilitated but gets some delight, or if it's Venus or Mars who get delight in debilitation by default, you still get some comfort, right? Okay, so the next situation when the debilitated planet can still give some auspiciousness is in Kendra Kona Raj Yogas, right? You know that there is this formula where you calculate the auspiciousness and inauspiciousness of a planet by calculating Ishta, Kashta, Dikbala, and several other factors. If you have the Kala software, it does that for you, right? So yeah, every planet that you have in your chart has a certain number of auspicious points and a certain number of inauspicious points, right? And we have to see, like, according to each ascendant, according to each lagna, some planets are yoga karaka, so they can form yogas for success and for other things, and other planets are yoga breakers, right? So for instance, you know, for Venus is not a yoga karaka for most ascendants, only for 4 ascendants. It's auspicious, right? For Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, and Capricorn. So for the ascendants ruled by Venus's friends, Mercury and Saturn. So that's an easy way to remember it. So how does that work? Well, in people's charts, planets are trying to form all kinds of yogas, but only the Raj yogas are like the most important, the ones that give the most success. And even planets in debilitation can have like a high number, a high positive number, and if they're not trashed by other planets, they can still be a part of a Raj yoga. So a debilitated Venus can be part of a very successful yoga, right? That's interesting, and I was very fascinated with this when I first found it out, like in earnest classes about Parashara's formula for yoga judgment. yeah, and then there's still another instance, and this one takes into account Gemini principles, right? So yeah, I'm not gonna give you a crash course on Gemini. I'm just gonna say that there are several Gemini dashas, and one of them is the Tara Arkamsha dasha, right? And the Tara Arkamsha dasha, we look at it in various vargas in order to see financial success, right? And especially we look at it in the Hora, so in the second varga. And the funny thing is that if the Lord of the first Tarar Kamsha Dasha of your life is debilitated or exalted in the Hora, that makes you a Sri Mantaha. So what do you know? Like a debilitated planet in the Hora, if it's the right debilitated planet, it can make you a Sri Mantaha, so a wealthy, glorious person that's satisfied at the end of their life. That was another like fascinating thing that when I learned it, I was like, wow, and it makes sense because I looked at some charts. So yeah, that's like one of the reasons why it's so important. Like before you make a judgment, you have to have like a rounded knowledge, of things, and you have to really see the chart organically, see how it speaks to you, and not just jump to conclusions and judge elements in isolations, right? Because that can lead to some like not so accurate conclusions, especially like if you're a beginner. That's why we study astrology for hours and days and weeks and years and forever. Because there's so much to learn always. Yeah, so that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you know about other instances where debilitated planets can be givers, please comment below and let me know. Also, don't forget to check out Wednesday's video, where usually on Wednesday we'll be posting either videos or Q&A sessions or some story time about my experience with astrology, or we'll do live sessions once there's a lot of more of you guys, so that we can have like a healthy interaction on the live stream. And also don't forget to check out the videos on Friday, where we have the fun Fridays and we apply astrologic principles to pop culture of the present or of the past, right? The pop culture of the present is the media, the series, the advertisements, everything we have, and the mythology is like the pop culture of the future, of the past, and maybe of the future, right? Okay, so yeah, make sure to check out my other videos, make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Also, I have a website, yourstars.align.com, where you can see my various articles on astrology and other occult topics, as well as the astrological counseling services that I offer you guys. Okay, see you later. Bye and toodles.